Welcome to PSGL F7, and it should be the first official race of the season. I'm C3, I'm gonna be your host today, joined by LR Praga.
Hello everybody, how you doing?
And Australia. What do we expect?
Crashes. If it's anything from the last game, then crashes.
Crashes, alright. I see how it is. So you're expecting at least a few bottles then I see.
Oh, it's F7.
Gotta agree with that though.
Yeah, it's F7, it's the bottle league. Like last week, we had the two Toro Rossos bottling it and Morris guy bottling it for the win. So,
Well, we did call out a few bottles, and they did happen.
and I'm not sure why we're not starting yet.
Yeah, I thought we were going into the lobby by
It
now,
looks
but
like it looks like everyone was readying up, but they're just unreadied.
I see. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait a bit longer then before quali gets starting. While we're waiting then, do you wanna go first and guess the front row in quali?
Okay. I'm gonna say Boomer first, Tack second, and Morris third for top three. For quali.
Alright, just
What about you?
front row. So for front row for me, I'm gonna go. Gonna go Morris guy and then Boomer.
Very. No, well, yeah, good picks. Don't know what I was trying to say then.
Probably. Probably something weird.
Or Vanden, know me, yeah.
You know, your usual stuff.
As everybody probably knows by now.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh crap, I forgot to put these links out.
As I said, your usual stuff, yeah. And just one more person to pick his tires then. And talking about tires, what strategy are you expecting today, Prague?
Probably it's softs to hards, maybe mediums to hards, I don't know. Maybe softs to mediums if you're good. What about you, Sandro? Are you
I
eating
don't
again?
really know. As you know, I'm not a big fan of Australia, so haven't really done any Australia yet. Don't
Neither have
know
I.
what tires you should go on, but well, I don't know. Probably
Let's
soft to
just watch
hards.
and enjoy.
I'm going to go with your pick then. Soft to hards.
Yeah, it seems like the normal option.
Something like that.
And my audio in my game's very loud, so let's turn it down. I remember last time your audio was quiet, I believe. So make sure
My
it's quite
audio.
loud. Yeah, I believe Connor said last time. Quite quiet.
I'm usually getting complaints on my audio being too loud, but
No, I might be wrong then.
I don't
I'm
know. You
still.
could be right too. And we can see the drivers getting out, and already we can see a lot of people opting for the harder tires, so I think we might be wrong with the soft strategy then.
Didn't take us long to be wrong.
About a few minutes into stream and we've already gotten something wrong.
Won't be the last thing to get wrong either.
Shall we see who's first on track?
I was still putting the links out because Discord's annoying. um, Demlius,
Alright,
maybe.
yeah, it looks like he might be one of the first.
Actually, no, I think it's James Killer. I think James Killer is the first one.
Yeah, you're right, he will be the first driver to start his lap. The first driver
Um,
in this PSGL season to actually start his official quali. And coming into turn 1, through turn 2 and
Ben
3,
Kingsley there.
looked a little too cautious there.
No, it's just the hard tyres. Maybe they've just not up to temps yet. Even though temps aren't really an issue in this game.
Well, you are right. Well, you're right there, but still, if it's not the temps, it could just be that they're a little slippery too.
Yeah, I hate hards on this game personally. So maybe James does as well.
Could be, could be. Kind of lap times are we expecting today? Do you think? 20s, 19s?
Probably 21s, high 20s maybe.
All right. And here I am thinking we might get down in the 19s.
I don't know what's a good time around Australia since in the update. So.
Gotta
Oh,
be.
and
Oh, and
Julius.
somebody's bottled it already.
Oh, and when the men's done the same thing. We've got 2 casualties. Is it
Alright,
11,
well that's their
11,
quality
11,
over
12?
as we get James doing a 24-1. Obviously that was with hard tires. What about Mishrin? He's getting into the 2 last corners now. He's on the medium tires. And it will be a 24 flat, so
And
just a
I'm,
tenth
I'm on board
quicker.
with Poggle with a 24.8
As
on the
Mescla.
hard tyres.
Oh, and there's a spin by Mishrin.
Tax in the pits, he's lost his wing. I'm not
And
sure how.
Pawnage Town has also lost his wing.
Lots of people struggling. And
What
Morris
about
guy
Buma?
is... I'm not sure what Morris is doing, probably getting track position.
Well, Buma's in the second sector right now. Going up to turn 11 and 12. I'm not really sure if those 2 corners is an issue on this game, but it looks a bit slow through there.
I think he's just trying to get a lap in, so he won't be at the back. So I think it's smart if the driver's just getting a bank lap in.
Yeah, or you might end up like Dumlios and Sven and probably at the back end. As we see,
Positives for them, they can start on the
Buma is
hards.
gonna be doing a quicker time with a
A
22.6
22.6.
with
Maybe a bit more
mediums.
21s on the
Yeah, it seems
table.
like the 21s is gonna be pole. Probably.
Lotto, yes. Need to get on a lottery. So Betty's on a lap. It just finished the first sector in his Ferrari. On the
And
soft
we are
tyres.
picking him up then.
Unlucky number 13 as well, so let's see if he's any lucky in today's race.
And that is superstitious Marshall for you. Into turn 11 and 12. I feel like looks like they're taking a bit too little curb, to be honest. A bit too cautious,
Yeah.
pretty much. Could be the case too.
Maybe his lap's just invalid already. And he's just...
Well, he's still pushing, so I highly doubt that. As he's running out of ERS, coming to the line, it's a 23 flat. So it's a provisional second. Look at Morris guy though, he's been able to set a 23.5 on the hards, same as James.
Good times on the hards, 23.5 then.
So who is on the lap?
I don't think anybody's on a lap right
Ah,
now.
well, Poggle
But
seems to be
a
finishing
Poggle,
his lap,
yeah,
but that might have been just a bit too wide.
a 24.3, and I think he matched his time.
Well, he's not starting in another
Billy,
lap.
23.7 for Billy, which puts him
For Belly?
P6. Billy, I didn't call him Belly.
Almost sounded like you did. Well, LRL
Minty.
Tack is in the first sector, starting his lap on the hard tires. Oh, I
Is
believe
it
I saw
Taco
a
Ayrton
Senna
Senna?
helmet there, just saying.
Yeah.
It is definitely. Well, what do you think about Tack then? Bottled last race as we predicted actually. Think he'll be able to
Um,
keep the car on the road today? As he's getting a lot of
I
traffic
think that
into
may
the
be
last sector.
invalid. I think he will finish, but I think he'll be like a cautious racer, and I think he just wants to finish his race. As what the Red
Oh,
Bulls just blocked him on his lap. I think that was Toggle.
don't know
So
how that happened. If Poggle just didn't realize there was a car behind him. But he is boarding then. Town on the other hand is out on a lap 2. He's on medium tires.
the only Mercedes today.
Coming into this S section.
Not bad through there.
I
To be
gotta
fair.
say it looks to me like everyone is being a little cautious there, so I don't know, maybe there is an issue with those two corners on this game too.
Yeah, I haven't really done Australia much, but I'm not sure
As he's
if
coming
it's anything.
into the last corner. His first time is gonna be
23.9
23.996.
and the mediums.
That makes me think he might have done a mistake on that lap.
Who do you think Aaron's driving for today? Aaron Collingwood.
Well,
Is it
there
Boomer?
is no
With that very quick
Honda
time?
Pa on
Or
the grid,
yeah,
or Callum Anderson for that matter. So
it's probably Boomer maybe.
we're gonna have to go with I have no idea. Let's go with Mishrin
Let's say none. But
or none. That is the
right now,
most likely outcome. As Mesclas is about to start a lap on medium tires. Ooh, really clipping that first corner there.
and luckily for him, he's ahead of that Renault of Pablo.
Well, isn't that Renault
Which
also on a lap?
uh, he is. So that's unfortunate for Pablo. But he could get a nice
Well,
two.
he's on hard tires though, so he should
Yeah.
he could maybe take a little advantage of some slipstream, but I don't know. As we see Mesclas, Trudeau. You know, I really struggle with the exit of that corner. Usually spins it. Oh, and
Yeah.
that's a big cut. Oh, that is almost out.
All yellow flag. I wonder where that is. Um, it's for
Well,
nobody. It's probably track position.
Mesclas have probably invalidated his time, so we're gonna hop onto Cablo instead as he's
Hitting.
going into the pit. So let's have a look. Nah, Mesclas did invalidate.
Tax starting a lap on the mediums again. Hoping for no Red Bulls to appear.
Does Toro Rosso's count then?
Oh, that may be
that is wide.
invalid. Yeah.
Well, he's
I'm not
still
sure.
pushing, so It's probably not invalid then. A little weird. Would have thought that was valid.
Maybe that's like a nice corner to run a bit wide on.
Well, you know, I mean, we do. Tech could be a bottler, but I think this race today will be good for him. Usually, when I've seen him doing Australia, he's usually ended up with a good result in the end.
Don't put pressure on him, then he will crash.
Ah, he can handle it. This is going into the second to last corner now. Ooh, and that did not look
fairly
good, but it's gonna be a 23.5, which puts him provisional 6th.
Yellow flag set to 1, and I feel like it's Sabetti letting the Toro Rosso
probably is. As Billy, I think, is starting a lap right now.
Michelin's finishing the lap in McLaren and just went to the grass.
No.
So that's not going to help him out much.
Alright, so Michelin is not on the lap.
He's on, yeah, he's gone pole.
Alright, so Michelin, McLaren driver.
Let's look at Billy. I don't think Billy's on the lap.
He's not on the lap, no. Pornage Town. He should be on a lap. He should be the only driver on the lap right now too.
Still on hard tyres, so that's interesting. That is. Got people going for softs, medium, and hards.
Well, you know, that is just interesting. Gonna be exciting to see what pans out the best in the race in the end then. But right now, Pornage Town isn't sitting in the best position. 9th is, well, it's probably one of the worst positions. Just within top 10 and not new tires, so. As we get him through turn 11 and 12. And he's backed off.
Maybe got invalids somewhere. Anyone else on a lap? Pablo's about to start a lap soon.
Well,
I think Mesclas is on a lap.
He is on a lap.
In the racing point, which I've actually got right for once.
And he seems to be up on his time too, so.
Yeah, it said like 4 tenths up, so maybe a challenger for Michelin.
It did.
For pole.
Well, and that is about 8 tenths up, but considering he's still pushing, I'm gonna have faith in him to not have invalidated there. Through turn 11 and 12, seems to have gotten a little wide.
Let's see how Cablo's doing. He's only just up on his time in the first sector.
Ah, well, Mesclas is coming into the second to last corner right now. 1 corner more. Can he challenge Michelin for pole position? As he will be doing a 22.4, and it's just behind them.
I don't think he has got it.
Not even a 10th between them.
Oh, and Cablo almost lose it at it. I'm not sure what number turn that is. I think it's 11 and 12, or 12 and 13. I don't know.
Well, James Killer is almost 4 tenths up on his lap in the first sector. He's also opted to go for the soft tires now, but he's catching a Ferrari. Although that Ferrari moves out of the way, so James should have clear air then. And Cablo went 5th. That is not too bad on the mediums then. Decent position. James on the other end.
Oh, and Billy's retired. Everyone's retiring.
And yeah, it's just a minute left now, so they'll probably don't have enough time to do another lap, or they might have messed up their last lap. But James is going through the last corner, and it's gonna be a 21.8.
21.8.
And
Great
it's
lap from
provisional pole
James.
by a lot.
Let's see what his teammate can do. Oh wait, no, it's
What
about to
about
start lap.
Mesclas coming to the line? He's not gonna be able to challenge it.
He just crashed at turn 1. That's not gonna help him.
Sabetti has just started his last lap on soft tires. He might be one of the few people left right now then who could be... Oh, and he is gone straight into the wall.
I believe this will be James's first pole in PSGL, so he'll be happy with that if it stays.
Gotta be honest, I'm not really sure about if he's gotten a pole before, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was his first. I don't think I can remember seeing him in pole before, but LRL Tacto is out on a lap on the soft tires, coming up to turn 11 and 12. He's 1.5 seconds up on his time so far. He's gotta be able to pull out a few more tenths to get that pole position though.
We could see a Toro Rosso 1-2 for the new season.
Oh, clipped it a little there, but it still seems decent. Second to last corner, gotta get the traction right. Onto the main straight, and it will be...
It's gonna be close.
It's gonna be closer, but it's gonna be pole by 7 tenths.
It's not gonna be close.
Yeah, we totally miscalled that one in the end. Poggle finishing his lap.
I didn't see where he was.
I didn't get it either.
P10.
I believe it wasn't an improvement there on the last lap then. So, for the first race of the season, we have a 1-2 with the Toro Rosso of Tack and James Killer. In third, we have Michelin, then Mesclas in fourth, Sabetti in fifth, Buma in sixth, Cablo in seventh, Morrisguy in eighth, Wideload Billy in ninth, and Poggle in 10th. Then we have Pornage Town in 11th, Tanak in 12th, and obviously Dumlos and Swenderman, who didn't get to actually set a time.
And we had Alamonda in the chat saying it's going to be close, 7 tenths.
Well, we might have missed a little there, or quite a lot.
Like the next crosses.
It's going to be close, and he comes 7 tenths ahead. Well, it looked like it was going to be close.
Yeah. I bet James isn't very happy right now. Could have been his first pole, potentially.
The two Toro Rossos in on the front row, but both of them did bottle pre-season.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see a repeat, or are we gonna see them getting the act together today and possibly end up with a 1-2?
I think we'll see one of the Toro Rossos bottling tonight.
Ooh.
And I think the other one will win. But I don't know who that will be yet.
Well, I feel bad for one of them. If one of them ends up. But outside of the top 10, we can see Pornage Town, Twanak, and Swenderman all starting on hard tires, while Dumlios opts to start on the medium tire. So you reckon he's gonna stretch those mediums to the softs, or you think he's going for those safe soft to hards, mediums to hards? I mean.
Yeah, I think all medium runners will be doing mediums to hards. Then the hard runners, I'm guessing hards to softs, hards to mediums. Then the softs, probably softs, mediums, or softs and hards.
You know, I just noticed Big C's message in in the live chat there. Is Tech driving, Callum? This is gonna be a joke that goes on the whole season, I feel.
If Honda ever returns to PSGL, or Callum Anderson, we're just going to be talking about that all the time. Oh, as
yeah.
Mescless is on the grid already.
Well, for the podium then, who do you think?
I feel like Tack will win, Boomer second, and Cablo third.
Interesting. I'm gonna go with Boomer wins in front of James Killer and Morris guy.
Have you noticed I said one for Toro Rosso's, my predictions? So that
I'm trusting you on that prediction. As we're
I'm gonna say
lining
James will bottle
up
lap 13.
on the grid. And hopefully we'll get a good view. And there we have it. And 4 and 5 red lights. And
and a jump start
and that
for
is
Morris.
A jump stripe for Morris guy. And that is gonna leave him with a big task. And
there's a McLaren off. Oh, there's a run around. Oh, it's Cablo.
Oh, and Billy's out.
Oh, there's my prediction. Stop saying my predictions. Oh God, I'm sorry, Boomer and Cablo. And Sandra's just disappeared.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a little interrupted for a moment.
And the top three's already 2 seconds ahead. Sorry, not the top three.
Alright, so
Wait,
caught up then, but lost Billy. Morris guy have a penalty and Cablo had a spin.
And Boomer had a spin as well.
Oh, and look at this Morris guy on the Red Bull. But he couldn't get past there though.
And the two Toro Rossos are already driving away like they're in Mercedes in real life.
Kind of, but there is a small... Oh, Aztec makes a huge mistakes. And...
he's in the wall.
God, there is a tap between the two drivers.
I just need to shut up talking. My 3 predictions have all had damage.
Oh, and look at Tech. He's clearly struggling with that front wing now. Oh, I feel bad for him. Everyone is just driving straight past him now. Next one is gonna be Poggle.
Poggle could be in a good chance of winning. Maybe. On medium tyres.
Well, yeah, true. I have a point there. He is in a good position so far.
We've got Sabetti and James.
Vanak has gotten past Tag, the same as Morris guy. Oh, as Boomer has gotten past Ponage Town. Ponage Time thinking about coming back at him. Did not look like it.
It looks like he's got very lucky then, with no damage. Is Tax pitting?
Oh, as really Fanak has a bad exit from the last corner, leading Morris guy to lunge it. No, not this early. Oh, seems to have been a small tap between the Ferrari and Renault there.
And I should have really asked before the race who the first person will be to
Oh, and
crash
there's
out.
a big
Oh,
crash, and it's...
I just called it again.
It seems like it was Morris
Morris.
guy,
Yeah.
Poggle, and Ponage Town, maybe?
When I talk about crashes, there's a crash. I'm just jinxing
Seems like
everybody.
it.
And James Tiller is currently running away with this. So hopefully he can carry on with his pace.
Well, so far he's running away with it, but it's still a lot of laps left, and Buma is getting close to Dumlius. How Buma got through that carnage, I have no idea, but he seems to don't have any front wing damage, so... As James posts the fastest lap so far.
Alamunda said in the chat, if Morris took that drive-through penalty, he would have avoided that crash. And that's very true.
Well, that is true. And look at this, Buma is right on the back of Dumlius, but can he find a way past? Oh, as it looks like he's gonna try to take the inside through her,
Yeah,
and he
he's got
should
it.
be passed by then. Yeah. Bye-bye. Looked like a risky move, but it worked out well, so...
Boomer's on a charge right now. He could still get a podium this race.
Well, considering tires, and me obviously not knowing the strategy here, then maybe, yeah. But look at this though,
I'm not sure
Sabetti
how
is
long
catching on James right now. When James has a bad exit from the last corner, Sabetti is not going to be close enough though.
Yeah, he's not close enough.
Dumlius is not close enough to Buma either.
I think it's only the fight for the lead that's actually happening. No one else is close to each other apart from Boomer and Twanner.
You have Buma and Dumlius,
Yeah.
but it doesn't seem like there's happening anything there right now.
Oh, Dimlius is with
But
Boomer
look at
as well.
Sabetti though, he is getting close to James and he's looking feisty at the moment. It's gonna be a clean overtake or we're gonna see another crash.
I'm hoping for an overtake, but you just never know.
You know, for a moment I thought you
were.
were going to say that I am hoping for a crash.
I would like to see a safety car. I haven't seen one on this game yet, but...
Oh, but look at this, Sabetti seems to have had a much better run in turn 11 and 12 as he's on the inside of James into 13.
And got a throw in the lead now, James. Thought about a
James
switch
come back at him though, he has the main straight in just 2 corners now. With DRS it could be possible. And Sabetti seems to have had a bad exit.
This should be fairly easy for James.
Well, it seems like he should have gotten that pass made before the corner here. But it's not out of the clear though, because Sabetti is right behind him.
Do you think we'll see safety car this season in F7?
Yes. Yes. I do believe that.
I highly doubt it with this game. I haven't seen safety
look
car
at
yet.
Dumlius on the other Ferrari of Twanach right now. You know, impressively enough, after that charge from Sabetti, James is still in the lead with about 5/10.
Has Boomer made another mistake? I swear he was ahead of the McLaren.
He was, so he got to have made a mistake somewhere. But the McLaren is looking good right now as it's right behind the Ferrari with a good run through here 11 and 12. Oh, and we're gonna definitely see a move on that Ferrari as they go down to
Throwing the
turn
dummy,
13.
then down the inside, clean move.
Oh, but the Ferrari seems to have gotten a good exit. Will the
Then medium
McLaren see if
tyres looking the
oh, and
best
the
right now.
Ferrari almost into the grass in that corner.
It looks like Beamer had it off at turn 1. I've seen someone say in the
Oh,
chat.
I'm noticing that James
Pointed.
has pulled away from Sabetti again, so right now it's Pawnage Town right behind Boomer.
Maybe that spin from the medium tyres have just overheated him. Maybe that's why he's juggling.
No, I don't think so. If you overheat the tires in this game, they cool down pretty quickly from, I think, at least.
Yeah, true.
I
Yeah.
think so. Look at this, he's right behind and within DRS detection.
Good Beamer pit now for hards to the end. The city is struggling and then tyres.
I kind of wished I had my race before doing this, so I would have actually known more about the strategy, but the hards, I think
As
you need
in
to take. I
Pointage
think
goes around the
I think
outside.
Boomer need to take the mediums a bit longer than this. If not, the softs runners would have probably been in the pit already. What about Pawnage Town though? Can he get a move done on Boomer
Oh,
now?
and
Ooh.
Beamer's lost his wing. Lost half of his wing.
Oh, you know, my bad, but I thought actually Boomer was ahead of Pawnage Town right now.
No, Pointage got him around the outside when he was talking.
I see.
And it looks like the gap's coming down a bit between James and Sabetti again.
Yeah, it's getting closer again. Oh, as it seems like Sabetti is making a small mistake there, but he's almost within DRS. Looking at their speed down the straight, it definitely looks like Sabetti has more straight line speed than James.
Maybe James is using a higher downforce, and I don't really know
Could
what
be.
setups is on this track.
As we see that James has been able to pull out the gap enough before this main straight. And look at that though, the racing point of Mesclas has just been left for dust right now. 4
And he's left
seconds
the
behind these
McLaren
two.
behind as well.
Oh yeah.
I think he'd be happy right now, just P3 cruising. Just
But I
doing the
gotta
job.
say though, the guys in 5th and 6th, the hard tires runners, they're in a pretty decent position still.
Beam is pitted in for hards with the wing change. So
That
let's
is
see if we can
early.
take them
Well, he's got
hards
to have
to the
had
end.
wing damage if he's spitting that early for
Yeah,
them.
we do. Yeah, and the last corner, he just ran
But look at
extremely
this though,
wide.
Sabetti within the DRS range now. He's been able to close that gap a little again. Are we gonna see James cracking under pressure?
I hope not, then it'll be a boring race.
Oh, I don't think we will today. He seems confident in himself today, but Sabetti is getting close. And James will have to battle him for that first place right now.
I wonder if Sabetti could do the undercut maybe in a few
Ooh, as
laps.
James goes
Oh,
well, James is going
yeah.
into the pit, so
Ignore my idea. James is going for the undercut.
he's definitely, and you can see Sabetti, I don't know if he was intending to pit on that lap, but he is going to try to make this lap count to the overcut, which is possible. seen more of it on
Ma
this game than the last one, but
James could be in traffic, maybe. Let's have a look where he comes out.
well, he's gonna end
He's got free
up
air, it
in
looks like,
clean
behind
air.
cornage.
Looks like he's got a lot of clean air too.
So good stop there by James in clear air. Let's see if Sabetti can respond.
Well, he doesn't seem too bad on those soft tires still.
Any other battles going on?
Not at the moment, I'm afraid, but I believe we'll have a one when Sabetti pits.
Yeah, Sabetti needs to be pushing right now, but it doesn't look like he's pushing that hard. So let's see if he does
Could
pit
be
this
that his
lap.
tires is going, so...
I
And he's
wonder if it
gonna
could
go another
be...
lap, so...
Maybe he's doing softs to mediums.
Well, that is certainly gonna spice it up a little. Look at his lap time though. It's getting quite a lot slower than he was setting earlier, so... What about Dumlios? He's sitting in second at the moment on medium tires. We're on lap 10, so it's gonna be interesting to see if he's gonna pit over to hard soon or if he's gonna actually stretch those mediums to get to the softs.
Yeah, it seems quite close to mediums to softs, maybe. I think if you pit lap 18, 19, it could possibly go into softs.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, considering Sabetti is still on those 10 laps old softs.
10-year-old. Yeah.
David, I hoped you didn't notice that. I don't think they're 10-year-olds. 10 laps probably. Seems more right.
Let's see if Sabetti now pits. Yes, he
Well,
does.
he's going into the pit. But that's got to be too early for the mediums.
And too
Maybe
early on
not
the pit
considering.
limiter as well. And his team wasn't ready.
Well,
But he still
now
drove
I've
out.
seen that in the game too. And James has already passed him. What about Mesclas? Oh, and
Sabetti's
he's gonna
actually
be
on the
behind
mediums.
Mesclas too. But obviously these two drivers are on hard season mediums, so...
Sabetti will be the quickest right now, I imagine. But at the end, James and
he's gonna
Mesclas
struggle.
will be quicker. Yeah.
Classic Ferrari pit stop. And with that, we have Dumlius in the lead at the moment. McLaren driver. Yeah, I believe he started second to last or last.
Yeah, he had a crash in qualifying. So, definitely one of them places.
Moved, yeah, he started second to last. Moved up 12 positions so far then. That is not too shabby.
Twanik's doing quite well, to be fair. Second place on the hard tyres.
Yeah, but he's gonna have to stay out quite a lot longer too. I'm guessing he's staying to about lap 19 or lap 20.
Yeah, 19, 20. Yeah. And nobody...
Oh, but look at Sabetti though, he is closing that gap to Mesclas.
Still in qualifying laps, it looks like.
Well, that was his outlet blue, so...
Well,
Now what he
yeah,
might be doing.
looks like he's pushing.
Well, he seems to be pushing. And he's closing pretty quickly, but look at James actually. Right on the back of Portage Town right now. Looks like it's Air Action gonna be first.
I think this is James's
Fresh
race to lose
hearts.
right now.
Well, right now, it seems like the only thing that can prevent James from getting this win is the bubble.
Yeah.
2 seconds later, it happens.
Imagine.
Could have. As we see Punish Town going.
He's defending, but James is going for a switchback.
Oh, but that's not gonna work. He might try on the main straight. Should not be too difficult with those fresh hearts against those old hearts. But it doesn't seem like he's gaining enough actually.
No. Maybe I was right. Maybe he has got a high downforce.
I think you were right there. It looks like he will struggle a little with his straight line speed, which is gonna make this hard for him. And right now he is losing time to Sabete, who's made a pass on Mesclas already. But look at Portage Town.
This is helping Sabete so much.
Yeah, but there is still 6 seconds between these two, so
Yeah,
James have a
true.
little time to spare, but he shouldn't be sitting behind Portage Town for too long.
I'm surprised Portage is defending this hard. Like, it's not racing these guys.
Well, he is kind
He's just losing
of,
time for himself.
but I would imagine this is losing him and James time.
And James almost lost it.
Which have given a small gap to Portage Town again then. But you can see it quite clearly though that those fresh hearts have a lot more grip than those old hearts.
Look at the gap between James and Sabete already.
3.6, so he's lost a lot of time now.
Is that like 2.5 seconds?
More actually. 3 seconds.
No, it's 2.5, because it was 6.
Ah, it was 6.5, wasn't it?
I don't know. James is still not found a way
He's
past
closed
yet.
a lot.
Yeah.
And James just doesn't seem to be able to get past Portage Time, and this is losing him so much time.
This could be good for like Juniors as well and Twanak.
Yeah, I was thinking the same actually, that Dimlius and Twanak is sitting in a great position now because there is a huge bus called Portage Town holding James up. Sabete lost a lot of time with those 2 extra laps on the softs and probably gonna struggle with his tires in the end.
James with a penalty now. I think James is getting frustrated behind the Mercedes.
He is probably, and he wants to make the move, but he's just... Oh, and there's a tap. And it's getting feisty. Well, it is impressive though by Portage Time managing to keep James behind, but it's clear that James have a pace disadvantage on the straights. Which, but he's gonna have to go around the outside in turn 1.
Right, way later.
Will he make it work? They're side by side.
James has got DRS.
Oh yeah, but his straight line speed is actually that bad at Portage Town. He's still on the inside. James trying his switchback.
James
around the outside, and he is still behind.
Sabete's now behind James.
And we're getting a 3-way battle now. And Portage Town going.
And
James switching back. But he couldn't quite get past there.
I don't think Sabete's got damage though.
Gotta say though, Portage Town is defending pretty well at the moment. But look at this
He's
though,
driving a bus
Sabetti
right
on
now.
James. Sabetti on James down the inside into turn 13. James is trying a
James
switch
with the
back.
switchback.
But
Sabetti needs to get
Sabetti's
past
passed,
corners.
and
Yes.
imagine how frustrating this is going to be for James. As
Oh, and
Sabetti
Sabetti's
goes
gone off.
wide, leaving James ahead of Sabetti again.
Wait, time
And
expensive. Where is he
Vanek
going to come
has
out
just
from
pitted.
this?
Well, he's
Oh,
pitted
he's got
over
wing
to
change.
mediums.
He's had a wing change. So,
Look at this though, Sabetti on James once again. He's gonna try down the inside. He's a little
it's
too far behind this time.
Julius is just licking his lips right now.
Oh my god, I wonder how many laps they've actually been behind Ponage Town now.
Probably about 4 or 5. The pitted lap
And still not getting past.
11, 12 maybe.
Well, he's not gonna go too much longer on those tires. So the pain will be over soon for James and Sabetti, but it's got to be
Mesclus isn't that
frustrating
far
because
behind.
Dumless is sitting in a perfect position right now.
Cornage has just made this race interesting now. Look at Sabetti round the outside of James.
Well, he's trying. But
I think
James,
he's
will
got
he be
it.
able to
He's got
hold
it.
it? He is not gonna be able.
And
And
Ponage
Ponage Town
finally
pits,
pits.
and that is clean air for Sabetti then. And what about James? Can he keep up now?
Sabetti's on the medium, so he'll be quicker at this stage, I think.
He should be quicker at this stage, but
James
in
is in
like
the
five
DRS.
or seven laps, James should get an advantage in the end. But James just have to try to keep up right now.
Can I just mention, Julius has done 17 laps on mediums.
Yeah. Well, he's definitely going over to the softs. What
Yeah,
about
for
Tack
sure.
though? 15 laps old, hard tires against Mesclas. He isn't losing. Ooh, and Tack might actually be close enough for the main straight to go for a move.
Oh, Julius is pitting. I'm going to go on board with him. See what tyres he goes on and where he comes out. I'm guessing
Oh,
it'll
that
be
is
with,
interesting, yeah. But what
I don't
about
know, it'll be
Tack? Is he
ahead
close
of
enough to
Boomer, I think.
Mesclas? Tack is not gonna be close enough on this straight. Maybe the next one. Looks like Dumless will get out in 5th, just ahead of Boomer.
That's crucial if he does. And I think Boomer's ahead.
Tack
Yeah,
is
Boomer's
not
ahead.
gonna go for a move. Those hard tires against those soft tires should be difficult for Boomer.
Yeah.
And look at that, you have Tvanak in the background there too on his fresh medium tires. I reckon the gap for Dumless up to Sabetti and James is too big at the moment though.
Yeah.
Unless they can pull out some masterful laps towards the end, as we see that Boomer. Oh, it's not that close yet.
Do you think Boomer would defend that hard?
Yes. Boomer is going to
You
the
think
end on
he's
those
not?
hards, so he will be defending. But I don't think he's
Yeah.
gonna be able to keep Dumlius behind though, because Dumlius is so close behind Buma going onto the main straight. He's gonna take the inside line, and it should be an easy move for him in the end. Oh, but
If
Boomer might be getting back
Boomer,
at him
yeah,
in...
no.
Nah, he's... Hoped he was, but...
And Sabetti's 2 seconds ahead of James now.
Oh, and
And
tack on Mesclas. He wanted to go for a move there, but he just couldn't.
look at Tax ERS. He's just got nothing left.
He's spent too much. He's already on 17 laps old hard tires though.
If I was him, I'll pit for softs as he gets a penalty.
Well, knowing Tack, I think he's gonna try to take them to the end.
But it'd be like a 26 laps on the hards. Is that enough? Can you do that?
Well, I don't know, but I think he's gonna try.
Impressive if he does, but I can't see him doing that.
I think he's definitely gonna do that. And to be fair, he is still keeping up with Mesclas, actually trying to attack him too. While Dumlius behind though is trying to catch up. Well, seems like he's losing a little time right now.
Dumlius isn't that far behind, so he could be on for a podium.
He
Or even
could
like a
be... Well, he is...
P2 might be a stretch. But...
Well, he's on for a podium if he can keep catching up. Any higher than third though, I don't think.
Yeah, James and Sabetti's just been on a different level today.
Yeah, they've been
I think
quite dominant, to be fair. Interesting to see them both on different strategies though.
yeah, it would have been interesting to see where Tack will be without the damage at the start.
Well, without the damage, I think he would have been ahead of both Sabetti and James, because
Yeah, I think
he's at damage. He's now on 18 laps old hard tires, and he's still keeping the pace pretty well up, and he's gonna be making a move on Mesclas for third position right now down the main straight. He's gonna go for the inside lane, and it's gonna be an easy turn move.
Very close.
But Mesclas might be able to get back at him into this next right-hander. He's gonna
is there as well.
but he
So
just can't break late enough. And Tack is in third position at the moment now.
We could possibly have a 5-way battle for the podium between third down to 7th.
Oh yeah, and look at Dumlius. He is looking in a great position for that podium position now. Soft tires, just a few more laps, and well, the drivers ahead on hards, and well, Tacky on very old hards too.
And to point out, James is starting to close in onto Sabetti again.
Oh yes.
Less than 2 seconds.
Oh, but look at Dumlius down the inside. Oh, and it's a spin.
Do you know what word I'm thinking of right now? Naivety.
Sure. Naivety, yeah. Of course. Well, that's a shame for him, but that leaves a lot of pressure off Tack's shoulders right now, as Mesclas lost time too.
Yeah, and now Boomer's on the charge with Mesclas ahead of him.
Oh yes, and these two are on almost the same amount of laps done on those tires, so should be a straightforward fight then.
And they've both got quite a lot of ERS as well. Look at
Well,
Boomer thinking of the outside.
well, 20 laps old tires for Tack. He's gonna hit a puncture or not?
I think he will. There's no way he can take the tie to the end.
And it's no way he's
And
pitting.
Mesclas has just made a mistake as well, so Boomer's passed.
Oh, yes, he has. And look at this. Tvanak is actually back in the fight for fourth now then. Right behind Mesclas on his fresher medium tires.
Mesclas is on hards.
Alright, well, apparently, according to Alimonda, Tack has pens. So,
Oh.
I have
I don't
not
think
been
about
keeping
pens,
track
to
of
be
pens,
fair.
but
Yeah.
look at this though,
we've got a battle
Tvanak.
for P10
Oh, you're
between
right.
Michelin and Poggle.
Oh, and look at this.
Oh,
Trying the
and
move
they're
in
both
turn
off.
11.
Yeah.
And that did not go well.
Not at
Broken
all.
wing for Michelin and... well, surprisingly not a broken wing for Poggle. Well, that battle didn't last long then, but we still have Tvanak right on the back of Mesclas still. Not to mention the fact that Buma has caught...
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James, though, he seems to be struggling to catch up to Sabetti now.
Oh, and Mesclas almost loses
And
it.
look at this, the Ferrari of Tvanak around the outside of Mesclas, and it's gonna be an easy move there.
And it's been a poor day for the Renaults, like Alamanda said.
Oh, and look at this, Buma seems to have gotten wing damage from Tack, and I believe Tack...
Oh.
Well, he's not gotten a puncture, but his tires have to be dead.
Has Buma got damage?
I think I saw damage for Buma there.
Yeah, I think he's got like yellow damage, maybe.
Could be, could be. But look at Tvanak, he's gonna want that position from Tack, and Tack. It's looking like Tack's tires are just slowly giving up right now.
If Tack pulls off these amount of laps on hards, as Boomer lets Tack pass, so maybe Boomer feels guilty about that move.
Could have been something.
I didn't see what happened.
On Tvanak, on Buma, and I can see Mesclas right behind too. But it's gonna be the Ferrari on the Haas right now. On the outside. And it's naivety. Again.
Yeah.
And it's the same spin as, who was it, Dumlius, I believe?
It was Dumlius, yeah.
Yeah. When look at this, talking about Dumlius, he is right behind Mesclas at the moment.
So James is starting to catch up to Sabetti, so late
could we
race fight maybe.
Ooh, and look at this, almost pushing Mesclas a little wider. But he got past and is up to 5th.
As Mesclas runs a bit wide, and I think that's Cabello joining in the action, a lap down.
Oh well, hopefully he doesn't come up with any funny business then.
Don't do an Esper knock on in real life.
People are never gonna forget about that.
Cost Max the win.
He did. But look at this though, Tvanak still trying to attack on 23 laps old Hard's still going. And he's still going with a decent pace too.
If maybe Twanek will just stay behind him if he has more pens. As Sabetti gets a
and
pen.
Sabetti with a penalty. I
But I
think
believe
James got
has
one earlier too, so
yeah.
They might be equal then. But
Yeah,
it
that's
is
like last
interesting.
sector.
It is interesting
There's a
to see
Renault.
how Tvanek can't actually get that rear end of Tack yet.
I think Caballé just parked up for clear space. If we can go for a quali lap, maybe. I'm not sure.
It almost looked like Tvanek was gonna get stuck on the curb for a moment.
I remember when you did that. It's quite funny.
It's happened, yeah. That was not funny though.
It was funny.
It is now, but it wasn't then. Oh, and Tvanek. Is he gonna try and move? He's gonna have to do it soon. Going into turn 11 and 12.
Tack's tires
and
are
Tack
dead.
almost loses it. And it should be an easy move for the Ferrari in the end then. Tack is trying to come back at him.
He needs
Got
to
to
be
be
careful
honest
with
though,
his
the way
tires.
it just looks like his tires is completely dead because he seems all over the
He's
place
just
at the moment.
sliding. Every time he's slotted, I keep thinking he's got a puncher.
Oh, but look at this though. Buma on Sven the Man for 8th. Buma on fresh softs. And that was an easy move.
James is in DRS of Sabetti now.
Both the Toro Rossos on attack right now. One on the attack for the win, one on the attack for the podium.
Then medium tyres and Sabetti's car just look dead now as well.
They might be, but James isn't quite close enough yet, and
But it's next lap's the last lap.
Yeah, so looks like Sabetti might have actually managed to pull this off.
I'm just going on board.
And if anyone hear any barking, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I can hear that.
And James on Sabetti. It's the last lap.
I think Sabetti's got it. James has just got no ERS. Sabetti's barely got any as well. And Tack's coming back at Twanek. Around the outside at turn 1, goes for a switchback.
Oh, and Twanek goes wide.
Yeah, that was a good move there by Tack.
Third. What about James? He's so close to Sabetti. Who's gonna take the first win in this season? It's gonna be between two guys at the moment.
I just hope that Red Bull does nothing.
Dominating this race. I feel a little bad for that Red Bull because I think he could have probably gone faster right now since he is on fresh softs, but it looks like Sabetti will have this.
Imagine the dive bomb from James now. Oh, come on, James. You should have dive bombed him.
I was holding my breath when you said that.
But Sabetti's going to win it on track, it looks like. But he's going to get it from penalties.
It's gonna be Sabetti.
It's Sabetti.
Just over a tenth ahead of James. And then it's gonna be
Pablo
Twanek. Well, look at this, there is actually a battle for that last position. Twanek is gonna take third, while Tack is gonna take fourth. Well,
Tack's got podium.
Tack has actually managed to get that podium. Mescla's coming in 6th. Ponage Town is gonna
Carnage
take over that
gets it.
6th. And it's gonna be just Buma and Sven left to finish then. And Buma, he's probably going for a fastest lap at this point, but
And
this wasn't
doesn't
close
get
to
it.
that. What about Sven though? He is
And
up on his time.
maybe he's on new softs. I'm not sure if you get a point for fastest lap. I haven't really been paying attention to that, but
Well, excuse me, Marshall, but aren't you an admin?
I am. But you know what my memory's like.
Yeah, it's getting worse and worse every day. Sven the man over the line, and that will be 9th. And what a race we got in the end there, Marshall, with it actually being deciding by almost 2/10 in the end.
I said this afternoon when I got told there's only 13, 14 of them racing, I was like, small grids usually put up good races. And
Well, they do.
indeed, we got a good race.
There was some carnage in that race too, though. First corner a few times, a little naivety. But it was good altogether. If you could suggest...
Sven did actually get the fastest lap.
If you could invite the podium drivers to the party, then that would be Sabetti, James Killer, and LRL Tack in 1, 2, and 3, and the gap between the two winners. Further down the grid, we have Dumlius in 4th, Twanak in 5th, Ponage Town in 6th, Mesclas in 7th, Buma in 8th, Svendeman in 9th, and Poggle in 10th, getting the last point there. Then we have Mishrin in 11th, the last driver to finish the race, while Morris Guy and Widelow Billy and Cablo actually all retired in the race.
Okay, I've invited the 3.
You've invited all 3 of them?
Yeah.
Good.
I hope I invited the right Sabetti.
Oh, you got to be joking. If you've managed to invite a wrong Sabetti, you're gonna just...
That'd just be something I would do.
We've gotten James, and there is Tack.
It's Sabetti.
And there is Sabetti. So, I'll start with from last to first then. So, I'll start with Tack. And first of all, is everybody certain they have their mics on share?
Yep.
I think that's the for all of them.
Yes, I think.
Alright, well, we'll try then. And we'll start with you, Tack, and... Well, first starting off, pole position in the first race of the season. But
yeah, it was very good.
What happened
I don't know how I managed
on that first lap there? Well, it might have not been the first lap, but it was one of the first laps.
Yeah, it was one of the first laps. I'm not quite sure. I think it just ran wide and then hit James's back tire, and then that sent me into the wall. But I managed to come back from it, so I'm very happy with that. It was very good.
Yeah, and talking about coming...
close qualifying. 6 tenths.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Quite close. Well, talking about coming back there to the podium then. When you pitted for those hards, were you certain you're going to take those to the end?
No, I thought I was going to have to come in again and put on the sauce, but I just had to go for it because I knew I wouldn't have got anywhere near the podium and I would have lost so much time, so I just stayed out and hoped for the best. And yeah, it seemed to work.
Well,
can I just ask, what percentage were in tyres? at the end?
I only looked 3 laps from the end, and they were on 86%.
Oh wow.
Well, they were certainly dead then.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any more questions, Lewis?
No, that's it for me.
Alright, so do you wanna take James then? And I'm just gonna... I believe I have him muted, so just give me a moment.
For me
Yeah.
to go. James, what did you think when Tack beat his pole?
I was like, it's a 1-2, so it's obviously good for the team. A bit disappointed personally, thought I could have, you know, got a bit more out of the car, but it is what it is at the end of the day. But a 1-2 is always good.
Yeah. And what was your reactions to Tack's crash at the start? What was your thoughts through?
I was sort of like, oh, did I cause that? Because obviously he went on the grass, I went wide, so I went round the outside of him. So I don't know what happened. He must have kicked the grass on the entry onto the straight and tapped my rear or something. I don't know what happened, but he got wing damage, and so it was a bit scary at first because it was like, oh, we could have both got, you know, podiums, which we did in the end. But it was sort of like, oh, did he still salvage his race and get points on the board for the team and that?
Yeah. Sandra, you got any questions for James?
Well, I do. When you caught up to Pawnage Town there and knew that Sabeti was... Well, I guess you knew that Sabeti was a little further down the road. How frustrating was that battle?
Very frustrating, especially when you try to get past him and he sort of forces you onto the grass, so there's not really anywhere I could have gone. It's kind of frustrating. I felt like if I did manage to get past him, I could have maybe won the race, but yeah, it's very frustrating when you're sort of stuck in that situation and you lose 6 seconds with battling someone for multiple laps.
Yeah. Well, fair play to you, not keeping your head. Like, I was saying you was like probably getting frustrated.
Oh yeah.
Fair play to you, not using your head.
I was getting more anxious than anything because Sabetti was slowly closing me down and he was obviously on the faster tyre. And also he got more grip as well from them tyres, so I knew it would have been close at the end, but I didn't anticipate it to be as close as it was, to the point where I could have almost won by a fraction.
Yeah.
It's certainly been a fraction then. Well, do you have any more than Marshall?
No, that's it for me as well.
Well, then thank you to you too, James. And then the first winner of the season, Sabeti.
Yeah, hi guys.
So, first of all, how did that feel?
Brilliant actually, because this is my second season and first win ever. So, amazing.
Congratulations
Still,
on that.
still kind of shaking. Thanks.
Well, as we were asking James there, Pawnage Town, yeah, he held James up there. Did you see that as your opportunity to get an easy pass on him when he struggled behind Pawnage Town?
Yeah, I saw he was slowing him down, so I was kind of gaining that of them. So well, yeah, it helped me a lot. But I think I had faster tires, so I would get them anyway. But as you said, that helped me a lot at the moment.
And what about on that last lap when you saw him so close to you again?
Yeah, oh my god. I really don't know what happened to my tires, because I thought my tires are well, then I checked they were like 70% off, and I was pissing my pants, so yeah, I saw James behind me and I was sure he's going to get me. Luckily he had the penalty as well as I did, so... But it was close, man. Good race.
It was certainly close. Then Marshall, any questions?
Yeah, got no questions.
No questions. Well, then congratulations to the three of you for the podium positions, and obviously Sabeti with his win.
Cheers.
With that then, it is time to end the stream, Marshall.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say before we go?
Just make sure to tune in next week for more racing.
Oh, definitely.
And obviously the other tiers, F6 on Saturday, 3, 4 and 5 on Sunday, and F1 and 2, both on Mondays. Then FP on Tuesday.
And they're all at 8 p.m. except for
Apart
F2,
from F2. Yeah.
which is at 7
Which
p.m.
is 7 p.m. Yeah.
With that, thank you for joining us then. I've been C3, I've been joined by Praga today. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more, and good night to everyone.